Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today, I'm excited to share a fun and simple way to learn a new language without always translating everything in your head. You might have heard people say, don't translate, but why not? And how can you actually do it? Don't worry. I've got you covered with 3 easy steps that anyone can try, no matter where you are in your language journey. Why not translate all the time? First, let's talk about why translating isn't always the best idea. When someone speaks a language really well, like reading, listening, or talking, they don't translate every word into their first language. Why? Because it's slower. Imagine you're chatting with a friend face to face. If you're stopping to translate every word in your head, it takes longer and it feels less natural. Plus, languages aren't the same. Words in one language might have special meanings or feelings that don't match perfectly when you translate them. So, learning to think in your new language can make things faster and more fun. Okay, you're probably thinking, that sounds great, but how do I do it? I've got 3 easy ways to help you stop translating and start loving your new language. Let's dive in. Step 1. Start with translation. Yes, really. When you're new to a language, translation is your friend. It helps you figure out what is what. Let's say you're learning Finnish and you come across the word kissa. You check and it means cat in English. Awesome. Translation gives you that first understanding and that's totally okay. But here's the trick. Don't stay stuck on translating forever. Use it as a quick starting point, then get ready to jump to the next step fast. Think of translation as a little boost to get you going, like training wheels on a bike. For kissa, you now know it's a cat, so let's move on to making it stick without English. Step 2. Move from translation to pictures. Now that you know kissa means cat, let's connect kissa straight to the idea of a cat. No English needed. How? Use pictures. Grab a photo of a cute cat and label it kissa. Look at the picture and say kissa out loud or in your head. You could even make flashcards with a cat picture on one side and kissa on the other. No cat written anywhere. This trains your brain to link kissa directly to the fluffy animal, skipping the translation step. To make it fun, imagine a cat purring kissa as it rubs against you. Silly memory tricks like that really help. Step 3. Learn words in real sentences in context. Most important part. Instead of just memorizing words on their own, dive into how they're used in real-life sentences. This gives you a deeper understanding of their meaning, usage, and even the grammar around them. For example, let's say you're learning Finnish and you've already connected kissa to the idea of a cat using pictures from step 2. Now take it further with sentences like, the cat sits on the mat. The cat drinks milk. These examples don't just tell you what kissa means, they show you what the cat is doing and where it might be. This context makes the word stick in your mind better than a simple definition or picture alone. You start to see how kissa fits into everyday situations, adding layers to your understanding. Reveal how a word behaves in different scenarios. Kissa isn't just a cat, it's a cat that sits, drinks, or maybe even sleeps. You'll notice patterns, like how sits or drinks pair with kissa. This helps you learn sentence structure without studying rules separately. You're reading a sentence in your new language, and you spot a word you don't know. Your first thought might be, quick, grab the translator. But hold up, what if I told you there's a cooler way that makes learning stick? Think of a sentence as a puzzle. That mystery word, it's a missing piece. The words around it are your clues, helping you guess what fits. For example, if you read, the kissa is sitting on the mat, and you know mat means a little rug, you might guess kissa is something that sits. Like a cat, maybe? Then, you peek at your translator to check. If you nailed it, awesome. Here's why this is so brilliant. Guessing from context gets your brain buzzing. You're not just memorizing stuff, you're piecing it together like a pro. And if your guess is wildly off, that's even better. Those quirky mix-ups stick in your mind like glue. It's like when you trip over a line in a game and can't forget it. Same vibe. If your guess is way different from the real meaning, make a goofy mental picture. Say you thought kissa meant hat, but it's actually cat. Imagine a cat strutting around in a top hat. Hilarious, right? Next time you see kissa, that image will pop up, and you'll never forget it. Why this guessing game works so brilliantly. It's got a fancy name. Active recall. When you guess a word's meaning from context, you're forcing your mind to flex, dig deep, and pull out an answer. That effort, it's what carves the word into your memory. On the flip side, there's passive recall, just looking up the word straight away. That's like sitting on the couch watching your friend lift weights. Sure, you see the action, but your brain's not breaking a sweat, so the word doesn't stick as well. Be patient and have fun. The big idea is to stop using your first language as soon as you can. It's like teaching your brain to switch to a new channel. It takes practice, so don't rush. If you found this helpful, please subscribe and hit the like button so more people can learn a new language faster without translation. Happy learning and see you next time!